Okay, so we're going to paint the snowman. I had to start my video over again. And we're going to paint the face first and then the tummy, okay? But I made this in Sharpie, right? Because we're going to paint right over it with white paint. We're going to get her face all wet with white, like this. And then put the blue in the corner. And then we're going to push the blue like a bulldozer and just go push it, up, down, push it, push it, push it. But they're all overlapping, right? There's no space in between our lines. So we're going to go, and then, so those are just words and makes no sense until we do it together. This is Earth, and on Earth you have to do things, learn things by doing, right? So when the teacher shows you math, are you learning math? When are you actually learning math? When you do it, okay? So we got our round paintbrush. She's big and fluffy, and she's brand new. So she's a little bit stiff. Let's bounce it on her hand a little bit and help her wake up and help just a little bit. And then her little bristles come apart. She's just a little softer. Calm down. She's a little stiff. We wake her up a little bit. There. See, puffier. Right, softer. And then you'll notice you put paint on really hard, holding it like a pencil, whatever, right? But then when I want to do it for smooth, when I want a smooth texture, I kind of hold it like a magic wand, and I use the side of the paintbrush, and I'm just really soft, right? So there's two ways to do it. So in order to paint this, we're going to need baby blue and white, right? So here's my big cup of white. So I open that one. Thank you. And then I need this one. It's white and baby blue, right? Or white and blue. And we're going to mix it together and make a softer blue. So can we open this one? But that's like a, what? That's a mess. So we're going to stir it, but not with our fluffy part. It'll pick up a whole bunch of paint. So we're going to use our stick. Hey, there's paint on it already. We're going to use our stick and just stir it together and make baby blue. Whee! Oh, now there's a whole bunch on my stick. So I'm going to lick it off. No. Gross. I'm going to get a paper towel. I'm just going to squeeze that off. I'm just going to put it in my paper towel and just give it a spin and it all comes off. Ta-da! There, okay. And I could use this paper towel again, right? I only used a little corner of it. Good job. And then clean your paintbrush like it's nothing. Who has a helper today? Are you guys lucky? So it's you and somebody? That's super fun. Okay, so now I'm going to get the white. And remember what I was saying? I just mentioned it, but we're going to, there's the little corner of her cheek. There's her hat, and there's her scarf, and that's where the very first cheeky starts. And then I'm going to paint it white from her hat to her scarf over her face. And then this, let me explain that. You know when you fold a scarf and you make a knot? This is supposed to be the fold over part, right? They're underneath, right? It's one piece. So it's the knot. So it looks like an ice cream cone, but her face goes to ice cream cone to the top of her hat, right? It's confusing. But this is this little shape. Do you see it on yours, the pencil? That little shape. Okay, so let's get it wet. So I have to get white paint. So should I be delicate? No. We're going to stab our white paint like we're mad. I get a whole bunch, right? But I need to outline her little cheek, and I want to stay inside her face. So and this is white on white, so it's going to be hard to see, right? Let me try to get a good angle. But I smash my paintbrush inside her face because the whole face is going to be white. I go smash, and now I'm going to sneak up and let just one hair, my paintbrush, go. Oh, I did it. One hair touched the cheek. One hair. My paintbrush opens, and I use one hair to touch the, what if I erase the pencil on the hat and the scarf? So, I'm gonna paint the hat and the scarf. So I'm not scared. So I went smash, I'm in the face, right? Then I snuck up and let one hair touch the pencil on her cheek. Swipe. There. Awesome. See, at your paintbrush, you smash it, and then she opens, right? And then that one hair does all the work, the outlining, and like, okay? Now we're going to go and just get more paint, and we just smash our paintbrush into the white paint, and it's like, because we have a little far to go. We're going to do the whole face, so might as well get some. And you're like a bulldozer. You know how a bulldozer pushes the sand like that, and on either side there's a pile of sand? You're pushing paint. You push paint around. You know with crayons and colored pencils and markers, you have to scribble to get the color to come out? With paint, it's just solid colors. You just push like that. So now we're going to go, okay, and we're going to go all the way up to the hat and all the way down to the scarf, and up to the hat and to the scarf. And up to the hat. Ew, look at the lumps on mine. I don't care. I'm actually going to go back over it and smooth it when I'm going to come back. So just get her from the top, from her hat to her scarf. And then, what if I get it in her hat? I'm painting her hat. And then, oh, I'm over her eye. Is that bad? No. Look at Sharpie's still there. I did it in Sharpie because she's very hard to get rid of. Now I could get more paint. Stop. But I'm swooshing my paint, and I go from the hat, bottom of the hat, all the way past her mouth, down to her chin, to the scarf. Up. We're just getting her face wet with white. Look at that, only lasts like 4 swipes, and then I have to get more paint. But I have plenty, so I'm not scared. So I just stab my white paint. Stop! Now I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to go sneaky, up, from the hat to the chin, up, all past her nose, from her, whoosh, and then I touched her scarf. I can get some in the scarf. It won't hurt nothing. It's white paint. And then up, I'm about to cover her other eye. Is that bad? No, more paint. But from the hat to the scarf, from the hat to the scarf. And then you can feel it get dry. And you can even hear it get dry. Do you feel it? It should be slippery. So you just go, oh, more paint. You just get more. And then hat to the, now it's to the triangle-y thing. Right? This ice cream cone shape. Up, a down, all the way to the other cheek. How do I outline the cheek again? From inside her face and sneak up and let one hair touch her cheek. Sneak. Look how messy and lumpy mine is. Is that bad? No. Because we're going to smooth it. We're going to smooth it anyway. Just get her face wet. But look, did I go side to side? No. It might be faster, but we want the texture of her face. Everybody pause and look up. Look at the stripes are up and down, and then I look at her tummy and they match. So we don't go side to side because we want the texture to matchy match. Does that make sense? So it's up and down only. This might be faster, but this is better, up and down. Okay, you ready to smooth? It's wet, right? Well, I was holding like a pencil to do that. Now to smooth, I hold it like a magic wand. Ding, right? And I'm going to use the side of my paintbrush because she won't make any stripes. And I'm just going to go, I don't have to add any more paint. I would just like to smooth it down. Look at those lumps. And I just go, smoothie, smoothie. Oh, the side of the paintbrush is very slippery. From the hat to the scarf, from the hat to the scarf. Very smooth. I don't have to use any pressure. I'm just telling him. Because my paintbrush is like a sponge too. She can soak up paint and put it somewhere else. So I'm gentle side of my paintbrush. Because the tip, she's very sharp. Right? And she picks up a lot of paint. So I just want to flatten my paint. Smooth it, smooth it. Look, you can't even see nothing in the camera. Okay, I didn't do anything. It looks pure white. Okay, this will make more sense though. Because now you'll be able to see it because we're going to add blue paint. You guys ready? Where's your baby blue paint we made? Remember, it's from the hat all the way to the scarf. So baby blue, I'm just gonna poke it real hard, and I'm not gonna style it like I'm mad. I just need some, and I just go poke like that. I got some. Some. And what if it's too light? Could we add more? Yeah. It's right there. Just get more. But let's just try it. Let's make a baby blue color right here in the corner in her cheek. I'm just going to drop it off like I'm just going to be one fingerprint big and just make a little blue corner right here. And just drop it off like it's a booger. Get off my paintbrush. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Like that. And I'm mushing my paintbrush into it like this. And then, is it nice and blue? If you got a teeny tiny speck of blue, you're like, mine's not blue, lady. You're like, get a speck more and smush it in. Because you know what we're actually doing? We're smushing it into our paintbrush. And now my paintbrush is this color. So I go smash, 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 smash. Oh, it matches my paintbrush now. But is it a good blue color? If you like to add more, you can. And we're just doing right here. Aubrey, are you painting? Or are you just watching? Okay. I don't see your hand moving, so I was worried. Okay, now I'm going to go, okay. This is the fade. It's going to be, oh, remember? It's going to be very blue. Here's my blue color, right? Very blue in the corner. And then I go up, down, just like smoothing. I go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Do I get more blue paint? No, I'm actually going to, on purpose, run out of blue. I don't stop just because I'm in the middle. And then I get to pure white and I don't care and I don't stop. Like that. But I have to make sure all of my brush strokes overlap, like I'm sweeping or mowing the lawn or something, you know, no spaces or it'll look like stripes. Like this. Okay, so those are my words. And you're like, what? Now watch with your eyes and see if it's true. Okay, here's the paint. It's in my paintbrush. It matches the color. Now I'm going to go from the hat to the scarf, from the hat to the scarf, from the hat to the scarf. And I'm sneaking along like a little quarter of an inch. Just a teensy bit. Look it's getting lighter and lighter. The white is eating up all my blue. Should I stop? No. I'm going to keep going from the hat to the scarf, from the hat to the scarf, from the hat to the scarf. And I'm running out of paint and it's practically white. But I'm not stopping. I get to the very, very end. Ooh, I dropped off a micron of blue. It's very nice. And then I stop in the corner. So now look, goes dark, medium, lighter, 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 run out. And then smoothness, smoothness. Oh, look at Kitty. I miss Kitty. I have to keep my door closed or my dogs would be like, talk to me, play with me. Who's got stripes? Like I have stripes. I think I could do it one more time and I could make it smoother. But can I just, look at what's in my paintbrush right now. It's white. So if I go and touch this blue, I'm going to make it white. I'm like, I don't want it white. I want it blue. So I have to touch my blue a little bit, right? And then go, okay, I start blue. And then I go, okay, maybe a smaller wig, smushy. I'm pushing. And I'm going for, and I'm running out of blue. Do I get more blue? No, I'm trying to run out of blue. It's disappearing. And I can't stop because then it will be blue right there. Because let me tell you a secret about white. White is actually a white gel that turns clear like Elmer's glue. Has anyone ever ordered paint at Home Depot and you see them open that big can and it's white paint? And you're like, I'm trying to order red paint. I don't want white, that'll be pink. And they're like, no, this is the gel that turns clear like Elmer's glue that will spread the color on the wall for you. So this is gonna darken when it dries because all this white, most of this white paint will disappear. And this dark blue will get darker because the white will disappear. It's a trick. You don't know that about paint until you start playing with paint. You're like, it just dried darker. Well, that's what paint does because it floats in a white gel. Who feels like they got an interesting fade? Dark corner, You're running out, medium, medium, lighter, 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 lighter. Good job. Who kept going back and getting blue paint? Like you desperately wanted the whole thing to be blue. That's for babies. Babies do that. We're trying to make 3D, right? Okay, now we get to do her tummy. Do you think the tummy will be easier? Yes. How come? Because we've done it already. So it's very blue, duh. And then less. But look, and then we stop when we hit the scarf, and then we just fall underneath the scarf, like that. Okay? So I go, all right. That means you're probably going to get the easel all wet with white paint. So it dries. It's cardboard. No worries. So I'm going to get my white. Ooh, this will actually show up better because I have a little bit of blue in my paintbrush. So you'll be able to see me outline it. It won't be pure white on white, right? So I'm going to stab my white. Stab! Pick it up. That's kind of far to go, right? So I'm going to go and I'm going to pick it up so I like to fall off the bottom a little bit. But I'm going to outline it first, right? Because I just want to do her tummy. So everybody pause and look up. I know you're busy, but let me show you. I go smash, right? I'm next to the pencil line. And then I sneak up and let one hair touch the pencil. See, you can see it better with the blue in it. But I don't care because I'm going to add blue, right? So I went smash. And look at my paintbrush open. And I sneak up, sneak. Oh, touchy. Now I go, woo. Now I have a nice smooth outline for my tummy. Now what do? If it's just like the face, I'm going to get the tummy soaking wet with white. So I just go, stab, more white. And I go, all right, here's the scarf line, right? And then the bottom of my painting. So I go from the scarf to the bottom, from the scarf to the bottom. And I don't care if it has lumps and bumps because we smooth it anyway. Oh, see, I already ran out. It only lasted like 4 scribbles. Smash my white so I can get a lot because I'm a bulldozer and I'm pushing my paint. Now I go from the scarf line. What if I get it on the scarf? I'm going to paint the scarf. Doesn't matter. So I go from the scarf line, fall off the page, up, down, push, shove, up. Oh, then I hit that scarf line right here. Now I just have to go underneath it. There. So the whole tummy is like a giant boot. There's a big, and then a teeny tiny toes right there. So now her tummy, ooh, look how lumpy mine is. Do I care? No, because I'm going to smooth it. I'm going to smooth it with the side of my, and then I switch from holding it like a pencil. Now I'm going to hold like a magic wand and just for smoothing, up, down, smoothing. And I'm just going to, because it helps me practice for making the fade, right? So I'm going to gently, side of my paintbrush, holding it like a magic wand. Smoothing, smooth. Oh, yes. Look at it flatten out the paint. Very smooth. Nice. And then the bottom of this little scarfy part. Scribbly, 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 scribbly. Look, I have a little bit of fade right now. That's cool because it's more blue. That's neat. That was an accident just because there was some blue in my paintbrush. Good job. So it's all wet, right? Now we get our baby blue. Who's confident with doing it? We've done the face. So we know how, right? So I'm going to stab my blue paint. I have to go poke. What? Maybe poke it again because I felt like I didn't have enough last time. I'm going to poke it harder. There. Okay. Got it. And then I want to stay inside her tummy, right? Or his. I haven't met this snowman, so I don't know if it's a boy or girl. So I'm just going to smash my paintbrush and then sneak up and let one hair touch the edge. But there's still blue in my paintbrush, right? On both sides, so I might as well go smooshy, smash, smush it in. But what am I really doing? I'm getting it, there's color in my paintbrush. Smushy smash, smushy smash. There. Now it's the perfect shade of blue. And I kind of mush it into my white to go traveling. Right? And then, how much blue should be left on my paintbrush by the time I get to the end down here? 0. I'm going to try to run out of blue on purpose. You guys ready to travel with me? Okay, now I'm going to go, okay. And how far do I go? Like this far each time. And I go up, off the page, up to the scarf, off the page, up to the scarf, off the page, up to the scarf. Oh, and they're all touching. Look at me. I'm starting to run out of blue paint. Should I stop? No, it's disappearing. It's turning invisible. It's turning invisible. I can't even see it anymore. Ooh, I got it really bad in the scarf. Should I be mad? No, I don't know. Put the scarf on top. I don't care. Now you do it. So how do I do? Is it dark in the corner and get lighter and lighter as I go? But I don't like those stripes. Oh, I don't like the stripes. What could I do to make it smoother? Can I do it one more time? Oh, there's blue on this side of my paintbrush. I'm going to use this side. Right? Now I'm going to go, let me do it one more time. I don't like the stripes. Let me see if I can use the side of my paintbrush until it's a calm down. Super soft. Softly, softly. Running out of paint. Running out of, I got to fall off the page on the bottom. It's running out of blue. Softer and softer. Becomes whiter and whiter because the white's eating up all my blue. Who did it better that time? Probably because your brain understood it because we did it here on her face. Can we go back and do her face? No, it's already drying, right? And we can see that her eyes, nose, and mouth are showing up better. So this is the wrong color to touch her face on my paper. So I can't touch, the face is all done. Is it dark in the, let's check for 3D. Dark to medium to running. Oh, brighter, 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 brighter. Nice. Good job. Yay. It feels like that came out better than you expected. So look at how it's going to look. It looks like 3D. It makes his face look rounder. Okay, now I'm going to clean my paintbrush, so I have to lick it off. No, we're not going to even use the water. Look, we're just going to get our paper towel and just squeeze out the extra because we're going to do the background next. And it would make a baby purple if we had all this white in there. So just squeeze the clean out. All clean. Look it. Ew. Looks like a snowman blew his nose in my paintbrush. Gross. That's disgusting. Pinch. And then look at how pointy my paintbrush is, right? Let's fluff it. Let's tell it to wake up. It's a little stiff. I don't like it. Poof, 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 poof. Oh. Okay, there she opened. She's a little bit softer. Poof, poof, poof. It comes off your hands with water. Okay, now we get to do the background. So now you get to find purple and gray. Yay. But this time we can mix it with our paintbrush, with the fluffy part, because we're going to paint the whole background. We're going to use lots and lots of paint. When we stirred the baby blue and white, it's because we didn't want it in our paintbrush a whole bunch, because we were going to do white paint. But now, let's just stir it. What do you think purple and gray makes? Soft purple. So if you're ever painting and you would like to make a softer version of a color, but you don't want pastel like baby blue, baby pink, baby green, you add gray and it makes soft red, soft green. It's beautiful to use gray. It's a soft version of the color. Will it get darker when it dries? It does. But let me tell you a secret about this one. I'll show you. I actually painted it twice. You see I went back over it and then I painted it twice because a weird thing about acrylic paint is it's see-through. So we're going to paint it and then you'll be like, oh, I can still see my white canvas. So we go, oh, to paint it twice. But the second time, the second layer, we'll just do it softer like we're smoothing. Okay, we just add more paint and smooth it. Okay, but let's outline it. So how do we outline with a giant paintbrush? We're gonna land in the background and our paintbrush opens, and then we sneak up and that one hair touches her face and her tummy. Okay, so I just, okay, get my purpley gray. It's a pretty color, huh? I know. So I go, step, and I goes, oh, that is so much. I don't care because I'm not landing on the line. Look at me. I'm gonna go like this and go in I know the whole background's gonna be purpley blue, so I just go smash. Ooh, look at that one hair. Now I can sneak up. Oh, there she is. She's touching. She's touching. Woo! But it doesn't last very long. It turns dry. So I just get more paint, step, and land in the background, smash, sneak up, and let one hair touch the tummy. Oh, I picked up some of her tummy in my paintbrush. I erased it. I don't care. Now I outlined it. This is how you protect your shape, right? Because if we scribbled without outlining, you would accidentally jump all over the outline and make it all rough instead of smooth. Isn't that amazing how you were able to do that? It's because you've been letter writing, tracing letters and stuff for so long. Now I get more purpley gray, and now it's actually easier to push down with a paintbrush with gravity than to push up because your hand shakes when you push up. So I like to go from top to just fall down. I always fall down with gravity. So I'm going to land in the background by her hat. Smash. And sneak up. Oh, I'm touching the pencil. Now I can go, wee, and I'm pushing like a bulldozer. Do I scribble? No, I push my paint. And look, it doesn't last. I can get another poke. Poke the purpley gray. Smash, sneak up. Oh, now they're touching. Have a nice outline. Look how smooth your line is. How come? Because we didn't scribble. That's for pens and crayons and colored pencil scribbling. Painting is push and pull your paint. Push. You're like a bulldozer. Okay, now we can do the rest of it. I just want to show you that I'm going to try to do it with my own arm out of the way. Because when I do this, you can't see. So I go like this. You can do it normal. I'm doing it like this so you can see. One hair to, hey, there's a white stripe in mine. I know where that came from. It came from his face. But I'm going to scribble it in. Now watch, everybody pause. I'm going to come around and do stop right when I get past her cheek. Why? Because of this. Oh, we stop when we get to the top of the triangle. Does that make sense? So we don't go all the way down. Some people like to go down, but no, we're going to paint this part red. So at the top of the little foldy part. And once I have a good outline, my whole snowman is protected. And look how much it's protected. 2 whole fingers all the way around. Oh, that's good. That's going to work good. And that's going to be safe. Now we're going to paint the whole background, right? So should I do it special? I don't know. Up and down works all the way to the edges. So I just stab my purpley gray, smush, smash, smush, smash, smush, smash, and I smash because I let my paintbrush be big. And I push and pull my paint. Blah, blah. We'll smooth it. How many times are we painting the background? 2 times. Because look at it's all see-through. It looks terrible. So 2 times, because that's how paint is. I don't know if you ever painted a wall and you're like, what? It's got see-through parts. You always have to paint it 2 times. Whatever. Don't cry about it. Just do it. Ooh, I went really fast. I just went on her hat. Okay, calm down. I was hyper. Get more purpley gray. And then it acts all dry. Time for paint. push and shove and push and shove and scribbly so push and shove, push and shove. Rainbow, rainbow. Oh, I got it in the hat again. Okay, I need to calm down. I'm doing it too fast. Could I do the way like that? And if it's acting dry, it wants paint. How do you paint? Push the paint. If it's dry, it's too much work. Just get more paint and push and pull the paint around. Like peanut butter, push and pull it, right? Flat paintbrush, smash it. And then look at mine. Because see through it, I don't like it. It's all see-through. I'm gonna be mad. No, now I'm gonna put a second coat on there. But I'm going to do it softer and gentler, and now I don't have to push hard. Because it seems to scratch that when I push hard, it pushes the paint around good, but it also wipes the paint back off and scoops it up like a sponge. So I go, oh, let me put more on it, but float on top of this paint and do it soft and gentle. And see if I can't get this color to change to a deeper, warmer color. Oh, it is. Oh, but I have to do it softly. Because it's already painted. I just like to put, it's soft. I'm barely touching it. Gentle, gentle. And the second coat goes on way darker and smoother. Oops. I pushed too hard. I just scratched the paint off. Okay, let me do it softer. Okay. There, softer. I can see the white stripes appear when I push hard. Like the paintbrush soaks off the paint and I push too hard. Let me do it softer. Super soft like that. I think it's when I actually go back down that I scratch harder. Or when I go up. Weird. But I'm trying to do it gentle, gentle so I can put a second coat on it. Oh, I got it on the hat. I'm going to make the hat round, so I'm not worried. I know that it's round, so I'll just fix it when I do the hat. Ooh, more paint. Starting to be see-through again. Soft, soft. And then if white does show through, don't get mad. Those are little snow flurries, right? Snow flurries. You know what snow flurries are? When they're really, really light and they float like little, float through the air. I don't get to visit the snow very often. Have you guys visited the snow? I remember one time I didn't have any snow gear or nothing, so I went up in my jeans and we were playing around, but it melts on your jeans and then it's freezing cold. That wasn't fun. I'm trying to do it soft over the top of her head and keep scratching. Ugh. More paint. So, are you supposed to feel frustrated and confused when you do something for the first time? Yes, because your brain says things to you. So you're like, no, I don't get mad. I just do better. I make an adjustment. I go, okay, softer, soft, 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 soft. That's better. Okay. Because when we do something for the first time, our brain goes, every little thing we do because we're scared. But your brain, as your brain does it. So did you learn by watching me paint the purple, or did you learn by doing it? You learn by doing. That's how Earth is. So what if you want to learn how to be better with your anger? You know what you're going to need? Lots of people to make you angry so you could practice. So if you have siblings, thank them for letting you practice your anger, right? You learn how to control your emotions by using them. Hopefully you get lots of practice before you become an adult. So don't yell at nobody. Siblings really help you with that because you can get very, very angry at them and still love them. And so it's not scary. Who feels like they got theirs smooth? I did. Okay, now I gotta get the purpley gray out. Are you ready? I see some people pausing and staring. Okay, so I'm just gonna get my little paper towel. I'm gonna fold it over so I can squeeze it and pull the extra paint out. There, it's just, all we need is most of it out. We can't get all of it out, but just most. Because we're going to do red next, and red and purple can't hurt each other because they're right next to each other on the color wheel. So they'll just make a different version of purple. They can't hurt each other, purple and red. Who feels good about that so far? Right? Here we go. Okay, now we're going to do all the red parts. No, I lied. Let's put this little, you see this little fluff? This little white fluffy circle. It's one of those, you know, on a Santa hat that comes down with a little white puff and it like bounces by your face. I had one with a bell that was right near my ear. That was annoying, but it's right here. But we're just gonna get white and make a white circle. And you know what? The purple's wet. So will purple show through a little bit? Yeah, but it's mostly white. So we put white on top of the purple, and if purple peeks through, that's okay. So I just get some white. Poke. And how big is my circle? I don't know. As big as a fist? I don't know. Does it really matter? No. I just make, and it's dangling from this little part right here. So it's like, I just want to tell myself where it lives at. All right. Let me go closer so you can see. See, it's like I don't know, a sort of as big as your fist. It's like 4 fingers big, I guess. A little circle. Just tell it to live there. I don't know. And then I just get more white and I fill it in, but it's supposed to be white. So should we go like this and mix purple and white together? No. Very gently. I'm just going to put some white in my circle and the purple will just appear. But I'm doing it super soft. Oh, now I can even get more white. And I just give it permission to be white. Soft, soft, soft. The purple shows. But it's white. And I thought, that's all right. You could be there purple in a little bit because it looks like a shadow. But what happens if I go like this? Then it just becomes a baby purple. So it's very gentle. Gentle. And look at the white on top of the purple, and the purple just kind of is gentle and floating on, and it's mixed in accidentally. I feel like I put a teensy bit more white. I want it more white. I'm going to put gentle on top of my white. I'm doing it like little baby kisses. You know when you kiss a baby really soft so it doesn't wake up? Little tiny baby kisses. Too hard, and then you're like suction cup, and you suck up that purple in your paintbrush, and then the whole thing becomes purple. Okay, now I can clean your paintbrush again. That little puff's gonna dry and look really cute. Now this one's ruined. I'm gonna get another one. Okay, and I just squeeze the white out. Because we're gonna get red, and red and white will make pink. It's supposed to be a red hat. So I gotta squeeze the white out. Maybe twice. Oh, I made a butterfly. Oh, you're so jealous of me right now. I have a butterfly and you don't. Squeeze. Neato. Looks like an angel. Look at her little wings. No, it's an elf. No, it's a Yoda. No, it's an elf. I don't know. It was an accident. I don't know. I should frame it. Let it dry and frame it. Put eyes on it. No. Okay, now I have a clean paintbrush, and I'm going to get red. So let's look at this. So we have to do all the red parts, and then red has to dry a little bit because we want to put green on top. But let me show you the color wheel. I keep mentioning it, but I didn't show it to you. So here is my purpley gray, right? Oh, there it is. And then where was blue? Nearby, so they weren't going to make any kind of ugly color, right? And now I'm going to get red, and red's nearby purple, and they won't hurt each other. But let's look at green. Look at this. Where's red? Red, and who's directly across from red? Green. So if you ever mix a color directly across on the color wheel, it makes brown. And not a brown you could use to make a tree. It's an ugly, ew color. So who's ever played with Play-Doh and all of a sudden the Play-Doh looks like a cat turd and you don't want to play with it anymore? You're like, Mom, my Play-Doh is ruined. You know why? It's because you mix like this. Purple and yellow are directly across from each other. They make brown. Blue and orange, they're pretty next to each other. But what happens when you mix them? Brown. What, red and green, brown, right? So we're going to do red first, then let red dry so that they don't mix, because that'll make ew, right? So we're going to do that first. So let's put the little rim on his hat. And we're going to learn texture. So far, we've done a very soft texture, right? Smooth snow. But what about hat? Is hat smooth? No, hat goes like this. Poke, 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 poke. Hold it like a pencil. Poke, poke, poke. To get fluffy texture. And then your brain says, it looks like a fluffy hat. But if I painted it like this, it would look like a smooth hat. Does that make sense? Puff, puff, puff. Well, look at this tiny little rim. Look how fluffy she is. Because, and I look at my paintbrush is all, because I pinched it so she's little. Right? I pinched it with the paper towel and I'm just going to go red, 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 red. And do you see that pencil? Oh my gosh, I painted over my pencil by far. Let me scratch it so you can see. Oh, I was not really careful at all. Look, I'm scratching the paint off, but that is my pencil line is actually, I went past it knowing I was going to paint over it. So it's like she's wearing a little headband, right? And I just put it on the pencil, but look at how far down I have to go. Yikes, can you see your pencil? But I can see it really good on this side, right? But look how much I painted over it. Ugh. I wasn't really doing it carefully. Okay, now I'm going to get my red. Oh, let's put the lid on all of our paints that we opened so far. I worry they'll dry out and get sticky. So let me put the lids on. Thank you, white. We can always open you guys later. And then purpley gray. Put the lids on. Baby blue. I lost her lid. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Because I'm not going to use baby blue again. I don't see it. It's not on my table. But now I can get red. Well, pretty. Red's my favorite color. See? It's my favorite. I love this color. I'm attracted to it. Like I flip through a magazine, all of a sudden something's red and I stop and I look at it. And then I keep going. I'm attracted to red. So I'm going to put this little tiny rim. So do I need to stab and get a whole bunch of paint? No. So I'm just going to get a tiny, itty bitty speck. And I just sneak up on the paint and I just go and poke. Little tiny poke. A poke. Now you do it. Little poke. Tiny. Which means it won't last very long, right? It'll be like 4 pokes and then we have to get more. That's fine. But we just get a tiny poke more. Now I'm just gonna go, and then I just go straight ahead, poke, 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 and those little the bristles will go poof, poof, and they'll make little ratty edges. So you have to see it to like know. But I go, okay, where's my pencil? Okay, poke, 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 poke. It actually looks best when it starts to run out of paint. Gets more rattier. Whoops, I'm missing. Okay, there it is. Ooh, when it runs out of paint, look how much more puffy it is because it's not so thick. I like it. And that's as far as I could go. And then it got dry. Another tana poke. Tana. Oh, oops. Look how much paint I got. Oh no, I better do it really, really soft. I got too much paint. Gentle. I'm trying to barely, oh, because I'm trying to make it little. Oh. Got a budget, but look at it, it was lasting a long time. Oh, I went far. Nice. I guess a little bit more paint wasn't so bad because I could go far. But you know what I like best? When it got kind of dry right now, I'm almost out of paint on the tip. The sides have paint, but the tip is out. What if I go back over this one more time and just push a little harder so it opens and makes a fluffier edge, right? So how many times am I going to go over it? First, I drop off the paint. Then I go back and try to go poof. Just try to rough up the paint so it's just a little bit poofier, right? I just go poofy, puffy, 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 puffy. Puffy, 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 puffy. Puffy, 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 puffy. Ooh, ooh. She has more of a ratty edge to her. I already put the paint. Now I'm just making her poofier. Ooh, she's got poofier edges and the little bristles hang down more. So it makes it rough, like that. Nice. Feel good about that? That's not hard. And then, so what was the most interesting part? Dropping off the paint or making it a little fluffier, right? It's the texture that's more interesting than paint. Anyone can put paint on, don't care. But look at that cool texture, a fluffy hat, like a knitted fluffy hat. Okay, now we're gonna do, ooh, this is confusing. Everybody look. This is now green. There's a big stripe of green right here. People get confused right here. But we have to do red first. So look. We have to do this red rainbow across the top. Does that make sense? People put red in the green part. You have to skip over this because this has to stay white so we could put green on it, right? So we're gonna do, this is like a rainbow. Can I show you how to outline it first, just for your brain? Okay, let's put it on the pen. Oh, what if the purple and the purple background and the red mix? Is that bad? No, purple and red make a pretty color. So, I don't care. So I'm going to get red poke, and it doesn't matter how much you get, because we're just poke, right? I was being delicate with this little tiny red. Now I go, oh, so not this middle part. This has to stay green. So I'm going to go right on the pencil, and it's a rainbow. I'm just making the outline first for my brain, so I know that the top part is going to be red. I say it over and over because I've seen tragedies. I like how poofy that is. That lasted the whole rainbow. What? Nice. And then, let me show that. And then, do you see how that looks confusing? It looks like we paint this middle part in. We're going to go like this and paint it up here. And the red goes over the purple. And if you pick up purple, it looks like a shadow. So I'm actually painting, I'm going to paint this top part first. This top part, confusing. This is going to stay plain white. This rainbow at the top is going to be red. But I did the outline first. I'm trying to tell my brain. Okay, brain, this top part's red. I like the purpley red color it's making. That is a good color. I like it. See how if we mixed it with white, it would make lavender, which would make the red pink. But the red with gray stays red. It just turns a soft red. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Now I can, now, did you get fluffy edges? Look at, I'm overlapping on top of my purple, but I'm fluffy. I'm fluffy. Now I'm going to get red and fill it in, and I just get a whole bunch of paint. How come? Because I'm like a stamp, and I just pick it up and drop it off, and pick it up and drop it off, and pick it up and drop it off, and pick it up and drop it off. La 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 la. Like a sponge. I pick it up and pick it up off of that glob, and put it somewhere else, and pick it up and put it somewhere else, and pick it up. And I don't want any white showing in my rainbow. Get out of here, white. Bye. There. And I just get more. When it gets all dry, I just get more. Pockety, 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 pockety. Poke, 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 poke. Oh, look at the white show. I have to go back and go hunting. Look at all those pieces of white. What? You can't be there. I'm going to go hunting. Because they look like reflections. So they're very confusing, the light. So I have to go back and look. Oh, there's one. There's some. Get it. Get it, get it, get it. 5 little white dots. Now I have a red rainbow. Did you beat me? Oh, I beat you. So there. You're jealous of me. Because I beat you. You have good texture. Do you want to go back and add more texture? You can. Or you're resting and waiting for our neighbors to catch up. Some people kept smoothing and smoothing their background. If you really, really, really want a smooth background, wait till it dries all the way when our painting is done and put another coat on it. With a clean paintbrush. Some people really worry about those white stripes. I know I did when I first started painting. But then I decided that the stripes make me think of texture. So. And remember about your sleeves. I see sleeves hanging down. Push up your sleeves because if it gets on your arm, it washes right off. But you can see on my shirt, right? It dries like glue. And it's just like, it looks like a piece of glue. Because acrylic, these are acrylic paints, like acrylic nails. Acrylic means plastic. This is liquid plastic. And it's non-toxic, not because it's not poisonous, because if you got it in your mouth, your body couldn't absorb it. It would just pass right through. That's why if you rinse it down the sink, it settles to the bottom and won't hurt anything. It'll stay that way. It won't mix with anything. Nice job. Well, is that 3D? That is not 3D. How many color values do you need for 3D? So I need dark, medium, light. So the only way to shadow this red is with black. The problem is, who's more powerful, black or red? Black by a million. Black is super dense. So if you just put a teeny tiny bit, it's like the whole thing turns black. You're like, calm down, black. Go. So we need to find black. Where is she? Right? And then how much do I need? Tiny bit. Tiny. So how much? A tiny. I keep saying it over and over because I'm serious. I can always add more black, but can I take it away? So I'm going to sneak up on it. I'm just going to go and I'm going to touch it as soft and tiny as I can. Okay, that's ridiculous. Okay, not that small. I got one hair. Okay, more. Okay, better. A little poke. Okay, a little pearl on the end. Okay, that's better. I was too literal. I was being too tiny. Okay. And then, let's look at the original painting. Do you see these red dots? I put those on top after I put the black in it. Does that make sense? So like, what? I don't have those red dots. We're going to put those on top, just like we put white on top of this thingy, right? But I want it to be more dark in this corner, and then I travel, and I'm running out of black, and then it turns red, right? And then I pick up the black color, and I pick it up in my paintbrush, and then I go walking with it, and it's running out. It's all red. And then I pick it up again, and I hop up and down on it so I can get it in my paintbrush, and then I walk. That doesn't look hard, right? Those are my words. It doesn't make sense till you do it, I know. So I got the black on my paintbrush, and remember when we put the blue in the corner? We're just gonna put it in this little tiny corner and hop up and down and mix it into the red, just right here, and make a reddish blick. But what am I actually doing? I'm smushing it into the red, but I'm actually crushing the black into my paintbrush. Get in there. Get in there. Get inside my paintbrush. And I'm just staying in the corner. And now, ooh, look at that pretty, soft, reddish black. Do you see it looks kind of purpley? There's actually a blue inside of black paint. That is totally weird, but it's true. There's a true black they've invented that is so black it doesn't reflect light. It's so bizarre. But that's not what we're doing. Okay, so what color did I make? Blackish red. And blackish red is in my paintbrush. Okay, now I'm going to go walking with it in rainbow rose. And so where is it most dark? Here. And then where is it going to run out? Way over here. No stoppies, right? So here, pick it up. Thank you, blackish red. Now I'm going to go walking. And I'm going to start running out of black. Because red is eating it up. Red is eating it up. Red is eating it up. Ooh, changed the texture pretty cool. And I just drop off some. So it's very dark. Running out, running out, running out, running out, running out, running out, run out, all the way to the end. I'm too close, aren't I? Let me do it like this. So I just made a rainbow and it was in my paintbrush, but when I got to here, I ran out and it's just red. But how about another one? Can we do a row underneath that? Well, where are we going to get our blackish red from? Look, watch me. Okay, now I need to pause and jump up and down on this and suck it up into my paintbrush. Okay, got it. Now I can go walking underneath that one, the one I just, now I put a rainbow underneath it, and I'm dropping off the blackish red and dropping off the blackish red and dropping off the blackish red. Good. Oh yeah, and this is gonna darken when it dries. Like paint does. The black is way more black. Roland has a question. Do you want to ask a question, Roland? Is it working, Roland? Okay, you're just playing. Never mind. Okay, now how about a row underneath that? I didn't get to the bottom of my little red rainbow, so I'm going to go, okay, I need more blackish red. Where am I going to get it from? I hop up and down in this corner. And I smush it into my paintbrush and I suck it up like a little sponge. And now I can go underneath that last row. And I ran out. So where is it most dark? Where is it the lightest? And I have good texture. Wait till that dries. You guys are going to freak out. And when it dries, it's way darker. It doesn't look dark yet. It has to darken. Remember how they all float in that gel? They darken when they dry. Who thinks they understand the running out of paint thing on purpose? It's very dark, and then I'm running out, right? On purpose, and then I get more, and then I run out. Hey, remember these things? Look at, I'm going to put little pearls of pure red paint that are just floated on top, and they will look brighter red, and they'll look like polka dots. Isn't it cute? Like he has a polka dot. So I get my red, nice and pure. She's going to be bright. Look at her compared to that. See how much brighter she is? So I'm going to go poke, and I'm just going to get a little pearl on the end, and just drop off little pearls. Poke, poke, little tiny pearls of pure red. And I can see it, it's because it is lighter than the black. Poke, poke, poke. Look at those cute little little Hershey kisses. Bing, 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 bing. And when it dries, they'll be way more red than the background. 3D. How many color values for 3D? 3. Dark, medium, light. So light in this case is red by herself with no black in her. We're calling her light. Because black and red together is medium. The blackish red in the corner is our dark. Okay, who wants to do another piece? Look at, there's a bunch of red in my paintbrush. I'm ready to go. So let's do this part. This is the fold over fold, right? Weird. But it's looks like an ice cream cone shape. So, all right. And then look at this part. Do you see this little square hanging down at the bottom? But look at just the red shape. It's a little box with like a chair seat on it. It's like a box. Look, and now it's a chair. Oh, so I have two pieces. A triangle piece and a chair. Okay, so let's do, first we outline it. Boop, 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 right? Where's my pencil? Look at how I got paint on it. I don't care. I'm going to go right over it. So I'm right there. I can touch the purple. I'm not scared. Woo! There's that thingy. Do you see it, the weird shape? Remember, you know that math game, greater than, less than, with the alligator mouth? No, alligator mouth. It's a shape. And I'm doing the texture because texture is fun. Anyone can scribble paint, right? Nobody cares. But this texture is fun. And then look at this part right here. Oh, there's a pencil line right here. That's the bottom of the green. Can we make like a square down here? A square. And then this is like the back of the chair. Okay, let's see. Okay, it makes no sense until I show you. Watch. I get my red and then I'm like, okay, so there's the bottom of the green pencil. I make a straight line. Off the page. And then down along the baby blue. But do I go to the bottom of my painting? No, the bottom of that blue thing that we did. There. It's a box. Ooh, I might as well do this side. Along the side of the paint there. Box. I'm just putting the shapes first because everyone knows how to fill it in. Right? And then it has a little chair on it. A little back to the chair. Oh, because it's peeking out underneath the green. Let me show you. Does that make sense? So I made this little box. And it's a little back. But this is, when I look at it like this, it looks like the green scarf hanging over the red. Right. Okay, now we get to fill it in. And we just get, because we delicate with your red. No. We just stab our red like we're mad, and we just go pokety, 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 and fill in these weird shapes. No white showing. Buy white. There. Oh, white showing. Get it, get it, get it. I like the puffiness. Puff, puff, puff. Sticky outy, the little hairs when they stick out, they look very fluffy. And then I could do the chair. I keep calling it the chair because it's the shape of a chair. It's a shape. And I just fill it in with red. La 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 la. Pokety pokety. I get close because my beauty light, it makes it reflect off my paint, and I think I see the white things, and so I have to get close. Do you guys have a beauty light on right now? So you can look beautiful on Zoom? No? Everyone looks beautiful, so I think you do have a beauty light on. Okay, now I need to, that's not 3D. That is just red. Right? Hey, my dogs came in. Teddy, go outside. Okay, now I'm going to get my red. Let's see. What? Here's my black. Look at how the corner is black. And then I went this way and it ran out. Right? In little rows. Hey, it's just the same as the hat. Oh, but what about this? It's black down the side. And then we walk across like this. Does that make sense? Okay, so we need to make... Drop my painting. Now I'm going to get some black. How much black? Oops. I just knocked over my... Okay, now I'm going to get my black. How much black? I don't know. A poke of black. I'm just careful because I can put more on, but I can't take any off. So I'm going to go, okay, some. Whoa, it's sticky. It's starting to dry because the lid's off. What? Come back here, paint. Okay, there. I got it. Ta-da. Oops. Ta-da. Right? And then everybody pause. I know you're busy. Everybody look up. Ready? Watch. I'm going to put it first. I'm going to make reddish black. I'm going to drop it off here. 1, 2. And then there's still some left on my paintbrush. I'm going to drop it down the side of this chair. Whatever's left. Da, 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 da. So I put some pokes in the corner, and then I dropped it off here. It's the same poke, but I'm spreading it around. Some for this little shape. Because remember that one poke was for the entire rainbow? Well, this is a lot for this teeny tiny object, right? And then what do? I smash it in, and then just in the corner, I'm going to make reddish black. I'm pushing it inside my paintbrush. Get in there. Should I go walking with it yet? No, don't go walking yet. Go back down to the chair and smash that in too. So we have the same color of blackish red. Now it's in my paintbrush. Oh, it's the perfect shade to go walking. Oh, look at it. I didn't even get near the edge. What? Sometimes I'm painting to the side. It doesn't favor. I have to look, actually get in front of it. Okay, now blackish red. Now I'm going to travel. Woo! Woo! Okay, so I pick it up right here, and I go walking. I'm walking off the ball. And then I do a row underneath that. And then I touch the black, and I go walking with it. And I touch the black and go walking with it and touch the black, and then I'm done. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 little rows. And they look like stitching too, because stitching is in rows. So like painting the knitting stitches. That's pretty cool. Oh, what about this? How about if we just walk across this way and I touch the black and push it off the page and walk it off the page. I land in it because I'd like to pick it up like a sponge. Land and go walking. Land, and land, walk it off. I'm going to close the door so they don't stop coming in here. My dogs want to see what I'm doing. Now do you have a dark corner and then medium and running out and softer, right? It's like an ombre. Right? Oh, darkest down the side, and then it gets less as it goes away. Pick it up and walk it off. Smush, 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 smush. Smush, 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 smush. Awesome. Well, what did we... Hey, this is drying. Can you see my little pearls? They're starting... The black is drying and getting darker, and then you can see the little polka dots of red. Okay, so I'm just going to touch my red. Look how much red I gave you. You guys are going to be able to decorate lots of rocks and make ladybug rocks and then put them in your garden. Okay, so I'm going to drop off little pearls of red. Poke, poke. Oh, they look pretty. I put more black in this one, so the red looks more red. I'm going to get some more. Poke. It's like a little pearl on the end, just like a little poke, and then I go poke, 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 like little Hershey kisses. Oh, pretty cuteness. Want to know something weird about being a human? How much you want to bet your dots are evenly spaced apart, 1 finger apart? Do you know why? Because you've been learning letters and alphabet, and your first grade teacher made you make them evenly spaced apart. So your brain is trained to make things evenly spaced apart. Humans always do that. Okay, then I get the red, and I want to decorate the little chair shape. Little pearls. Even in the red part, it's because there's just a micron of black over here, it'll look brighter when it dries. If it's just a speck of black in your red, this pure red will look very shiny when it dries. There, that's all. Just some little pearls. That's all. Do you see your black starting to dry? Looks good. It's getting darker. Shadow. You feel good about it? Looks good, huh? And then we're all done with our chair and our funny little shape. We're gonna clean our paintbrush off. So I'm gonna squeeze the bread out. We're just getting the extra out. Oh, it got slimed. Ugh. Put that over there. Get out of here. But you know what we're going to use this paintbrush for next? Doing the green. Do we want any red in our paintbrush when we do green? No? What will that make? Brown. Kind of a color. So now we can, does everyone have their little cup of water? Now we just clean our paintbrush like this. You're just forcing the water up inside the paintbrush. Kind of like when we made color. And then I get a paper towel, a clean paper towel. And then I'm trying to, and your water's going to turn pink, right? Obviously. But I squeeze the water out. And what I'm rooting for is, look at that nice clear pink. That is paint. So I'm going to do it one more time. Try to squeeze out more red. Hop, 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 hop. Oops. I'm going to get another paper towel. Let me see. And then I squeeze it. And now it should just be baby pink. And we can't avoid baby pink. How come? Because we just turned our water pink. But will this really hurt green? No, we got most of it out. But if we left that thick red in there, it would have been brown. So we just clean it till it's pink. But look at, there's paint. I can squeeze it one more time. What? Try again. You know why? Because the paint gets way up by the handle up here, and it can hold on to a lot of paint. You wouldn't believe up in there. Just, you know, you guys ever think you cleaned a paintbrush, but you come back and it's all hard? Because acrylic paint means plastic. So if there's any paint left in it, it's stiff. So that's why when you rinse a paintbrush, I always check it on a paper towel. Because if there's still color, that's plastic. Does that make sense? But we don't care right now. We're not drying this right now. We just want it clean for when we come back and do the red. Well, we're going to let red dry. It's busy drying while we do face, button, and hand. Okay? So just rest this one on the table and find itty bitty teeny tiny just born baby paintbrush. She's tiny paintbrush. And she comes to a nice point. She has no hair sticking out. I have had a paintbrush with a hair sticking out and ruin everything. Right? So we're going to do because our paintbrush is clean, we're going to do our orange first, right? But, and this is why it looks like a circle, right? So it's a carrot, right? Carrots are a stick. But if I point it right at you, isn't it a point? It just looks like a circle. This carrot is pointing right at you, so it's just a circle. But if he turned, you would see the carrot. Does that make sense? So that's why it's just a circle. And then, but don't carrots have those ridges on them? Well, we're going to use a little bit of brown to put only on one. Hey, this is our blue side, our shadow side. And that's where our black is. So we're going to put a C of brown, and then a smaller C, and a smaller C, and a smaller C, and a smaller C, smaller C. And it will look like a shadow on the side of our carrot. Okay? Well, first we need our orange. Oh, wait, put the lid on the blick. Move everything. I'm all cluttered over here, so I'm going to fix. So I need my orange, and I need my brown. You know what? All we are going to make is an orange nose. Look how much paint I gave you. You can make an orange butterfly with this on a rock. That's why I like to paint rocks. Okay, and then I leave them when I go walking. I leave them in people on the nice sidewalk. Okay, now and brown. She's going to be our shadow. Look at, she's not dark. Or she dries dark. So I'm going to get my orange. But hey, we already learned how to outline with a paintbrush, right? So I do not want this to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you're human. It's your parents' fault because they were human. But you cannot draw a circle. Okay? You can draw a rainbow and a smile. Okay? You can draw those perfectly. So if we draw a rainbow and a smile, that makes a circle. But if you go like this, and then you go, oops, I ruined it. Let me make it bigger. Oops, I ruined it. Let me make it bigger. Oops, I ruined it. Excuse me. But we can make a rainbow and a smile. So I'm going to I stab my orange heart so I can get lots of paint. And then I smash my paintbrush inside her nose and it goes boop. And then I stare at that one hair that goes rainbow. And then I go stab more because it will run out. Stab more. And then I go smash inside the circle. Boop. And then go smile like that. So let me show you. So I stab it. Go lots of orange. And it's like a glob. And I don't even care. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to bring it closer so you can see. And I'm going to smash in her nose. Smash. Oh, look it. And then I sneak up. Sneak up. One hair is touching the Sharpie. And I go rainbow. There. And then I need more. Poke. And I land in her nose. Smash. And then I get scooch, scooch, scooch. Up to the Sharpie touching. Smile. Now it's a circle. Phew. I can't make a circle. Humans trace stuff to get a good circle. But we can make rainbows and smiles really good. You know why? Because it's in our letters and numbers, and we've been practicing them since kindergarten. So we can make those two shapes really good. And then once you have it outlined, how easy is that to fill it in? So easy. You just kind of like, fill it in. There, done. And what if it's not a perfect circle? Remember, it's a carrot, and carrots are lumpy sometimes, so whatever. Good job. And then some people are concentrating very hard. And then do we scribble and try to outline like this, like it's a pencil or a crayon? No, it's smash, whoop, because we push paint for a smooth edge. And we let one hair do the outlining, right? Okay, now we get brown. How much brown do you think we need? A speck. Not very much. So, teeny tiny paintbrush, getting one speck is literally going to be a speck. But I sneak up on it. Just teensy tiny. I got some right on the end. Like that. Let me show you. Whoop, speck. Maybe a speck more. Okay, there. Speck. So now I'm going to make a big letter C, smaller, and they're all inside of each other, right? So the first one will be the darkest. Then they get lighter and lighter as I run out of brown paint, right? So let me show you for your brain. So I go letter C, very brown. Oh, and this will darken when she dries too, let me tell you. And then a smaller C, smaller C, smaller C, smaller C. I can't even see it anymore, but I'm not stopping until I get to the teeniest, tiniest C. And when it dries, it is way dark. Look at it. It is way dark. You're like, what? But it's because of that paint thing, that all paints darken as they dry. So you have to trust me. You're like, I want mine darker. Oh, it's going to get darker. It will. You just don't know that about paint. But once you play with paint, you're like, I did not mean to make a nighttime painting. Because it looked all good when it was wet and it dries super dark. And then you're like, what happened? Okay, and then, ooh, there's orange on my paintbrush. I'm going to lick it off. No. Let's get a paper towel. Give it a pinch. And pinching my paintbrush makes her very pointy. Look at that, pointy. You never you see people get a paper towel or they rub a paintbrush on their hand. It makes all their hair stick out and it, like, breaks off the ends. So like you're like, my paintbrush isn't smooth. Well, you clean and then pinch. Oh, I broke my paintbrush. Put it back. Okay, don't break your paintbrush. Pinch, and it keeps your paintbrush bristles all smooth. Okay, now we need black, so we're going to do her eyes. Hey, we already know how to outline. How come? Because we did her nose. So we get black, land in her eye, and go rainbow, smile. And you already know how. So don't be scared. You're like, oh, I'm going to ruin it. Nuh-uh, you proved it with the nose. So I get my blick. I don't need very much, but I just poke, right? Poke. Can I get more? Yeah. And I go, okay, I'm going to land in her eye, and then smash and go rainbow. Land, rainbow. I'm only worried about an outline because the filling in is easy. And then stab again and land in. I'm inside the eye, smash, rainbow. Oh, look at, I made it crookedy. Let me make a backward C. Fix it. Backward C. Backward C. Okay, there. It was straight on one side. Good job. Look at everybody. Look at what a good, calm, relaxed mind you have. You totally trust yourself right now. Okay, then I just get more paint and fill it in. Obviously, just like a swirly swirl. And then after you outline something, you don't go outside the lines because of all those years you did coloring books. Prepares you for filling stuff in when you outline. La, 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 la. As long as you're calm, not spaz out. Sometimes I paint too fast and I make mistakes just because I'm going, yeah. I'm overly confident. And then, who thinks you can do the other eye with no helpsies? I know. How come? Because you've done a nose and an eye and you totally know how to do it. So I just get my black stab, I land inside your eye and I go smash, open my paintbrush and go rainbow. And then get more paint, stab, and then I do smile, smile. And then fill it in with a swirl, swirl. See? What? Now he's looking at us. Now he's more adorable. It actually looks like something. It's kind of abstract. Do you know what abstract means? It means shape, color, and texture with no object, no subject. So it's colors and shapes and textures, but there's no object that you're painting. You're not trying to represent a shape. It's just blah, blah, blah. So that's what we kind of had going on. Now that he has eyes, it's a subject. Okay, now we're gonna, who wants to see how to do this? What does my eyes have that your eyes don't have? Little highlights. You know why? Because everything on this planet has wet, round eyes. That's how all eyes were designed on this planet. Even the octopus, who looks like an alien, right? So I'm gonna clean my paintbrush with a pinch so I can get some white. But because it's round, our eyeball is round, right? You cannot put the dot in the middle. If it was flat and dead, you know, when your eyes suck in like a dead squirrel, it has no reflection, and at the dot in the middle would make it look flat. So if it's round, the reflection is always, if you can look at a neighbor, if you have a neighbor, look at their eye, and the light reflection is to the side, right? And never in the middle, it's to the edges. So I'm gonna get a poke of white paint. I just need a pearl, and it's just gonna be a rainbow dash. But should I scrub it in like this? No, that'll make gray. That black is wet. So I just get a poke of white, just like a little piece of white on the end, a little speck. And it's just like a rainbow dash. You know the dash that goes in a phone number dash? But it's just a rainbow dash. So I go, and it's above her eye like a rainbow. Hello. Want to see that up close? It's not in the middle. Oops. Not in the middle. It's like a rainbow, it's a little dash. Like this one is more round. Look. Right? They're like dash, dash. Like that. And because it's a round, wet eye. And then I could get another poke more. And then I put the rainbow dash on this eye. Dash. Fabulous. And then lick it off. No. You guys are gross. I bet one of you is actually licking it off. Crazy. Clean my paintbrush, pitch. Now I need to make the smile. Okay, and there's a trick. Let me tell you. So if this is a tiny paintbrush, right? Which will make a nice tiny line. But it won't hold enough paint to go all the way across. So then we start running out and we push harder, which will open your paintbrush, or you start scribbling. Ooh, no. So this is my trick. Everybody pause, even if you're busy, everybody watch me. Okay? So everybody watch, because you can go back to what you're doing, but watch me do this. So I just go poke, and I get some black, right? But I'm going to just land in the middle of her mouth like this, and go up, and then I get more paint, land in the middle, and go up, and you just drive your car. Should you scribble? No. However it comes out, because nobody will be able to see your Sharpie underneath. But watch me. I land in the middle, and I land, and I push up. But look, I'm out of paint. Look, it's all dry on the end. So I have to get more. And I land in the middle, and I push up going the other way. Up, let go. Oh my gosh, I ran out at the top. Oh, see, I ran out. I have to get another poke. And then there's little Y's in the corner, the little letter Y, and it's these dimples. Not these ones, but when you pinch your mouth together to make a grin, you get these little corner. So it's representing these right there. See? Look what you did. Look what you're able to do. How come? Because we did not scribble. We pushed our paint. Push up. Then get more paint and push up. And then why? Nice. I see some of you are being very careful and you just go and you just do it, feel comfortable. You're doing a very smooth and gentle job. Just don't put your hand in the red paint, right? Do you know that's why we use an easel? Is to keep your arms and your hands out of the paint. Because when it's down flat, when we write and draw, we rest our arm and you end up putting your arm in the paint. You can do it without an easel, but the reason why we use an easel is to keep your hands off of it. So you're always going towards it, but never touching it. Because I have painted on the table flat, thinking I could do it, and sure enough, and my arms are in it. Because holding your arms up above the table makes your shoulders sore, so your arms go lower by accident. Oh, you touch your painting. Okay, now what do we have left? We have a button and a hand. Oh my gosh, I didn't draw the button for you. Do you think you can make a circle? Yes. Let me show you where she goes. She's going to go right in the middle, across from the square, and below the nose. Do you guys know how to do X and Y math? Who does that? Do you guys do that? Is that 5th grade? I don't know. So it's, look, oh, I touched the red. Oops. Well, I could use this to show you. So I'm right across from the square and down from the nose. Boop. There was red on my finger. So it's rip, rip. Or it's like 3 fingers from the bottom. Does that make sense? Okay, so how do you make a circle? Rainbow, smile. How big does it have to be? Nobody cares. So I just get red blick. As big as you want it to be. It's a piece of coal. But usually they have 3 buttons, but we can only see the top button, right? So I go, well, it's from there, above that, and I just go rainbow, smile. Oh, you can do that. We did the eyes and nose. We have proof. And then we just fill it in. Oh, look, I'm not below the nose. I wasn't in front of it, so I was off. Okay, there. I got in front of it so I could see. From the side, it looked like I was in front of the nose, below the nose. Painting from the side is a trick because it changes your perspective. Okay, now I'll just make my button bigger. I don't care. If you criticize my painting, you're not allowed to look at it, so stop looking at my painting. There. Now it's more underneath the button, but look how dumb its shape is. Because it's not a perfect rainbow and smile. I think I should give up and go home and just get mad. No, I don't get mad. I just do better. And so I clean my paintbrush, but instead of a rainbow highlight, look at mine. It's a smile along the bottom. Super easy, right? You just go get a piece of white and go flick, right? So instead of the eye was a rainbow, well, how about the button is a smile? So I just go, all right. So I poke my white, poke, and I just put it along the bottom. I'll be closer. So like a smile, whoop. Hey, it turned gray because it mushed into my wet black. That's why I don't touch it more than once. If I go touch, 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 what do I get? Gray. Because the black is wet. So I clean my paintbrush. Doesn't he look cute? He's looking at you right now. He can't wait to have the green part of his scarf done because he's going to look so sharp. Because how come we like green and red touching each other? They're high contrast. We like red and green touching each other because they're high contrast, they're opposites, but we can't mix them. It's the same way that music works. If you play on a scale, if you play the two sounds on the end of the scale, they're called a flat note. Because the sound, your brain goes, what is that? What? And just like with your eyes, so you go across the spectrum and your brain goes, what is that color? Okay, now we're going to make a stick for a hand. Okay, look at mine. Everybody pause and look up. I'm going to put black first, draw in black, and then just float on top of the black with some brown, and it gets these cool stripes of brown. And if I scrub it together, it's just brownish black. So I paint it black, and then I go, woo, and it will get bigger with the brown, but so it's a stick. And I let brown stripes be in my black. Okay, so her arm is waving like that. Oh, this should be my caption. Okay, so now I'm gonna get brown, and I'm just gonna stab my my brown like that. Well, where should she start? Well, the stick is inside her snow, right? So it's next to the button, but it's right here. I could put a dot. It's like 2 fingers inside the snow, even with the dot, and I just go, I don't know, brown dot, just to help me know where I'm starting. So it's like 2 fingers from the edge, 3 fingers from the button-ish. If yours is different, I never met the snowman. I don't know if it's true. What if he wants to move his hand? Whatever. Okay, but she's waving up, right? Hi. So the angle is up. Okay, so I just get, oh no, I was supposed to do it black first. I'm sorry, use black. It makes a better wood texture. Clean. Okay, clean it. Black. So I stab my black and load up on my black. Stab, stab, stab. Like it's a lot, right? And then I'm just going to go up. And I just want to make sure I'm in this purple area in the sky. So I just touch it and I pull up. There. Oh, that wasn't enough paint. Look, it's all see-through. Can I put more paint on that? Yes, because look how skinny that is. That's a bad stick. That's too skinny. Well, I just get more black and just do it again. And then my paintbrush opens and just gets bigger. Oh, there. Stick. Oh, now you're seeing the brown. Don't look at the brown. We're going to put the brown on top. It's black. Okay, then they have fingers, right? You can do the classic 3 sticks coming off that look like a W. That's all right, right? But did you know that plants actually grow in a spiral like DNA? So we go, oh, so they go like this. And the sticks are all pointing up in the corner. So I just go, okay, if I put one here, I don't want to put one directly on the other side because that would make the W. So I go up higher on the stick and then do another one. So they don't match right here because that will make a W. Does that make sense? So I give them permission to be one lower and one higher. And then this one. 1, 2, 3. But nobody's making a W. because trees don't make W's. And you can smash your paintbrush. This little paintbrush can't get very big. Even if you smash it and go like that, she can't get very big. Okay, now that it's black, now we get to put some brown on it. And the brown just makes stripes of brown and black inside of each other. It looks really good. It looks just like wood. It freaks me out every time I do this. But I just stab my brown. So there's a blob of brown on my paintbrush. And I just smear it on the black. And it makes these cool looking, oh, look what I did. I'm gonna have to put another stick right there. Should I get mad or just go with it? Go with it. Okay, but I just stripe the brown. Oh, what if I keep touching it? What color will it be? Brownish black. So I actually like the stripes of brown that float in my, what? That looks so neat. I got stripes of brown and black. But if I keep rubbing it, I just get brownish black. Who thinks it looks like wood? I know. And you give them permission to do that. But too much touches, what will it get? Brownish black. Nobody cares. Let me fix this little oopsie I did. I think my tummy is still wet with white because it's making gray. There. And then I put brown on it. Ooh! There, I fixed it. I just made another stick. Oops. Now I can clean it. Ooh, I know. We can wipe this paintbrush off and put it in our cup, because this, look at how tiny and good this paintbrush is. Even though she's cheap, she's a good paintbrush for doing your when you make your ladybugs, use the stick and make little dots, right? This is a good paintbrush. So we should, if we let it dry with this paint on it, you just throw it away. So let's put it in our cup so it can rest in the water and not dry. So we can clean it when we're done. And then find our fluffy now, right? Just fluff it a little. Find that, look, she's all clean. She's been resting, this other paintbrush. And we're gonna need green paint and white paint and brown paint. How come? Because we need 3 colors for 3D. Green is medium. We want green to live, but we could put brown in it and make it darker, and we could put white in it and make it lighter. Look, right? Do I still have green pieces that have nothing in it? Yes, medium. Do I have some brown along the bottom? Shadow. Do I have white? It's brighter at the top, and then I do row after row after row, and it runs out of white. And I give it permission to do that, right? And then, oh yeah, pure white is a friend. Because that means you're all the way in 3D, you're all the way into white. If you keep touching it, what do you get? Baby green. Boring. You actually give it permission to have green parts showing, medium parts showing, and really bright white ones. Okay, so, make sure there's no wet red. No, it's all dry. Okay, we'll make brown. Okay, now I get my green. How much green? Who cares? A whole bunch. We're just gonna paint in this whole, it's a big long rainbow. And does the green go over the red? Yes. Oh, wait. You know what we should do? We should carefully, I know what we should do. We should carefully put green over the red so we don't hurt the red. That's what we should do. We'll get green. And I'm going to put my paintbrush upside down. You know why? I want to sneak down on top of that red. I want to go dink, dink, dink. Okay. Because I want to touch the red without covering up. If I go straight ahead, my hand actually blocks my own view. So if I go like this and get my own hand out of the way, I can see better. And you can see it. But I go, and I go, poke, 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 poke. Oh, okay. Oh, I almost covered it up. Poke, poke. I'm trying to touch the red without covering it up. It's actually trickier than it looks. This is a big paintbrush. Poke, 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 touch, 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 touch. So there's not white between the red and the green. I'm actually letting the green fluff over fluff onto the red. Oh, I just covered up the red. Oh, calm down. Go slower. Okay, there. A little bit more green. painting from the side. You're not. So. And then remember how when there's almost no paint in your paintbrush, it's more fluffy, right? The glob of paint came off. I can go when it's kind of dry like this, there's like no paint left on it. I'm gonna go back and actually touch it again and let it have green fluff. Oh, that was too much. Oh, look at the little pieces. Oh, there's little dry, little straight. Oh, so it hangs down over the red a little bit. Cute. Isn't that tricky? Because you're going straight ahead where you're like, you have to look underneath your own hand. So weird. Get out of my way, hand. I can't see. Awkward. Then, top row, right? More green. Well, this one's way easier because who cares about the top row, right? And it's really thick and globby, but I'm going back over it with a dry paintbrush when it will make better fluffy pieces. Look, that's not fluffy at all. It's all smooth because the paint's thick. But I'm going to go back over it as I run out of paint. Okay, and all my paint came off my paintbrush. See, look, pause. Everybody pause and look up. Look there. See, no paint left. Now I can, oh, it makes cute fluffs. Because there's no paint on my paintbrush, it makes it fluffier. That's cooler. It's way cooler. Oops, I touched a red dot. That's going to make brown. Let me clean my paintbrush. Whoo. Squeeze that red off. Okay, there. See, look, I'll show you the color. It's poop. It's like, red and green. Terrible, terrible. Doesn't, see, I don't like it. I never understood when I was younger why my Play-Doh always looked like garbage, you know, and I'd try to get my mom to fix it, but you can't unwrap it, right? I'd be like, the colored Play-Doh would frustrate me because I didn't understand that some colors can't mix. And I didn't understand that. I'd get so mad until I didn't want to play with Play-Doh anymore. No, it just ends up looking brown. Why would I want to play with that? And then it would also stick to the carpet and make my mom mad. So both of us didn't like it. Whee! See, remember how ratty it looked? Now look how good it looks. Because you overlapped it and there's no canvas left right there and it looks so good. And with no paint on my paintbrush, I let some of this fluffy paintbrush stick out over the red. Oh, but don't touch the red dots. I think I did again. I mean, I like you. Well, that's not 3D. That's boring. I don't even want to look at it anymore. It's not 3D. It's boring, right? So we have to make a darker green and a lighter green. So we're going to use brown to make it darker and white to make it brighter. So I need my brown. Can you find your brown? Brown. And I just need some, right? I just need a little bit. And if I put too much, just put green on it. If you're like, oh, I totally put too much brown, just put green on it. It'll calm down, right? Green is our medium. So everybody pause and look up. I'm going to get some brown and I go, boop, and I just got a pearl on the end. A pearl on the end. I just touched the brown and got a pearl. A pearl. It's about the size of a bead. And then where do I want it darker? On the bottom of the green. So I'm actually going to drop it off. I'm just going to wipe it off my paintbrush and then put the texture back on it. But I just go whoosh near the bottom. See how it's darker green on the bottom? So I go, okay. So I'm just going to wipe it off like it's, get off my paintbrush. Everybody pause and look up. I'm going to wipe it off. I'm not all the way on the bottom. I'm just really as close to the bottom as I could get without, and then that's all. Ew, there's still some brown left. Well, I better clean it off because that's all I need. I'm going to clean this off. Get off my paintbrush. There. Because I have that. Want to see it up close? I just wiped a stripe. I said, whoosh, a little speck. And then if there's any extra on my paintbrush, take it off because you don't want it anymore. I'm doing a resting pause because I'm looking and some people are still busy with green. Okay, get ready to put brown. Okay, now I put the little stripe of brown, but that is the wrong texture. That's side to side. So can we, with just a clean paintbrush, just go and crush it in and put just one row, right? But make greenish brown. Oh. Stay on the bottom. It's only for the bottom. And we just changed her texture. And it will darken as she dries because that's what paint does. So you're like, hers is darker than mine. So, just wait. Well, that's okay, I guess. But everybody look, everybody pause and look. We just made one stripe. What's in our paintbrush? This baby brownish green. Can I just do one more row, touching the top of that row, just with what's left on my paintbrush and make like a misty brown right there? Let's see. Watch me do it. So I just go, well, there's no paint in my paintbrush. Can I soften the top row, the top part of this? I just tell it to calm down. And look as she disappears. She becomes softer. There's only a tiny bit of brown in my paintbrush, and I tell the top of that row to calm down. Calm down. And she becomes like a soft brownish green. Like invisible. I don't add more. I already have. I just wanted to soften the very top of that row, I mean. With no paint. Just to crush. And then, there is brown in my paintbrush, and I want to put white on there, so I have to clean it. Paper towel. I'm not going to use that paper towel because it has orange on it, so I got a new one. I'm just going to squeeze the brown out. We can't use the water. How come? Because it has pink in it, and it'll make a gross color. Look at how much. Look at, achoo! Ew, gross. I just squeeze. Where is it? Oh, let's see if just a little bit came out. A little bit. Now we're going to put white, and we're going to drop off pearls of white near the top of it. And then it'd be very bright row. And then just the white left on my paint. Oh, look at, I squeezed my paintbrush and she's pointy. Look at, she's flat. Let me fluff her. There. Well, wrong, it was like pointy like a duck's beak because I squeezed it. Okay, there. Okay, now I'm going to get white. I just stab my white because I need lots of it. I just go stab. Woo! But I don't care. Watch me. And instead of dropping it off with a stripe, I'm going to drop it off with little buttons, but really close to the top of the green because it's the most bright. And I just go doing, as close to the, without touching the top of the green. Doing. Just drop off this pretty white, and that's all. Just drop it off. We'll play with it. We'll change her texture. We're just dropping it off. Because how many versions of whitish green do I want? 3. Dark, medium, light. Not pure white should live, right? Okay, now I just make one row, right? And do not be perfectly straight. Kind of be like that. Perfectly straight looks like a row of buttons, right? So it's kind of like, so I just go, okay, is it going to crush into the green and make baby green? Probably. Let me bring it closer, right? So I just go, oh, it's very bright and very green, and I'm not staying in a straight line. I just want to make one little row. I pick it up and drop it off and pick it up and drop it off and pick it up and drop it off somewhere else, and then I'm done. Do I have dark pieces, medium pieces, and white pieces? Yes. So how many times should I touch it? One time. I just would like to make little versions of baby green. Dark pieces, medium. But if I touch it too much, what do I get? Green. That is so boring. It just becomes baby green. I don't want baby green. Okay, and now what color's in your paintbrush? It's baby green. Well, without pushing very hard, we're going to put another row beneath that. They touch, they overlap, right? They always touch. So I'm not afraid to touch. They touch each other. But I'm going to go another row beneath that, but it's going to be baby green. Oh, pick it up and drop it off, and pick it up and drop it off, and pick it up and drop it off. Hop, 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 hop. Oh.
Excuse me, can I leave?
If you need to go, you could go. But you're not going to finish your painting?
I'm done.
Oh.
But we need to go somewhere.
Oh, yeah. And I'm making a YouTube video. So put all the lids on your paints and put your paints in the cup so it doesn't dry out. And you can watch the end if you want later.
Okay.
Okay. Just fast forward to the end. Okay. Yep. And now what color's in my paintbrush? Babyish green. I'm going to put one more. It's going to be on top of my brown area. Yes, but it's very, very soft green. Oh, the softest, most invisible, misty green on the brown area. It's like mist. Bright, medium, misty, invisible. And I give it permission to do that. I do not have to add more paint. I give it permission to run out of paint. Ready to clean our paintbrush? We just need to get the white out. Squeeze. And now we're going to get green. So what's left? It looks like a 7. No, upside down 7. What is that shape? I don't know. Okay, so we can paint it all at the same time, but look how it's a straight line. And I'm not near the mouth. I'm at least 2 fingers from the mouth. Can everybody see your pencil okay? Because we're going to come, look at this ratty bottom. It's all bumpy. Well, I'm actually going to make a straight line cutting off all the, but I don't want to be near her mouth. What if I get green on this red thing? So the green scarf is in front. So I get green. Stab! How come I get a lot? I have far to go. But I'm just going to make a straight line. I just want to cover up the very bottom of that bluish white so that the scarf is in front of her chin a little bit like that. And then, the green's in front of this red thing. And then it's more like a giant rectangle. Everybody pause and look up. Look at how ratty that is right there. Well, I just make a straight line across. Bye, all this. Just cut it off. I don't care, right? Now it's going to hide inside. So I made a giant rectangle. And then I can go along here. Oh, okay. Oh, I ran out of paint. More paint. This is the end of our white canvas. Bye, white canvas. It was nice knowing you. But it's a straight line and a straight line like her neck, right? And then what we do? Fill it in with green after it's outlined that cool stripe, right? All right, well, I just get lots of green, stab my paintbrush really hard, and I just pick it up and drop it off and pick it up and drop it off and cover up all those ratty baby blue oopses that I did. I got the tummy paint in her scarf there. And do we have to be delicate about it? No. We just put the paint on. We're delicate when we put the color on there. But now when you put the green, just smash it on there. Because we go back and put the brown and the white on it anyway. Texture, fluffy, fluffy. Look at your painting. It's almost done. Isn't it adorable? Who thinks they did a better job than they thought they would? Look at you. Okay, now we have to shadow it. So the shadow is like this, along the bottom, and then it falls down the side. Whoop! So I'm going to get the brown and go, whee, whoop. So I go, okay, how much brown was that? I don't know. Poke, just a poke of brown. Poke. Okay, that was too little. Poke. There. Oh, you can't see. There. Oh. And then where do I drop this off? Really close to the bottom of the green, like just get it off your paintbrush. And just go, wee, turn. There. What is that shape? Upside down 7, crooked 7. I don't know what it is. Well, should I leave it like that? It looks terrible. No, I'm going to change your texture and make greenish brown. Just 1 finger's worth, right? I'm just going to stay right here and just smash in and make greenish brown row. La 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 la. And fall down the side. Look how confident you are doing it. How come? Because we did the green up here and you trust yourself now. Because on Earth, you only learn by doing. So now that you've done it, your brain's like, easy. But only after you've done it. It's a very weird experience on Earth. Okay, now what color's inside my paintbrush? Baby brown. Now I'm going to, look at it, it's like a perfect stripe. Now I'm going to put another row of whatever is left on my paintbrush and just gently touch and soften the top of this row and tell her to calm down. Calm down, top of the row. You just calm there. So it's just a little softer. You're just a little harsh right there. Calm down. So it's darker, and then we went and we softened the top of it. Soften, soften, soften. Ew, there's brown in my paintbrush and I want to get white. I have to clean my paintbrush. Pinch. Squirt. There. Uh-oh. Now she made a duck beak again. I'm going to fluff it. Okay. Now, oh, who knows what happens to the white now? You already done it once. So I stabbed my white so I could put little white pearls. It's a blob. But I'm going to drop it off like this, as close to the top without leaving the green. I just go pearl, pearl, pearl. Oh, I'm dripping. Pearl, 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 pearl. And maybe down this side. La la. Do you think you can do the same as you did to the hat with the same texture? It's the same idea. Can you do it? How many rows? Probably like 3 rows or maybe 4. I don't know. It depends on how tiny you poke. So and don't make them perfectly straight in a row, right? Be like, blah, 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 blah. It's still a row, but you're a little bit spastic about it. And you just go, ah, 1 row, spasm. Oh, I got white that lived. I'm glad because little pieces of white look very shiny. I don't have to go back and smash them. Ooh, little pieces of white. I'm lucky. Because they're the brightest. They're all the way on 3D. They're all the way bright. And then now what's in my paintbrush? Baby green. Now I could do the row beneath that and let my paintbrush run out. The row beneath that is going to be a lighter green. And then what happens to my paintbrush after that? What's left? The lightest, mistiest green over the top of the brown. Good job. Ta-da. And let's check for 3D. Is it the brightest at the top, medium in the middle, and the softest, mistiest on the bottom? And Aubrey has a question. Did you want to ask a question, Aubrey? Go ahead. Are you all done?
Yes.
You're all done. Can I see? Can I see how it came out? Can you put it in front of the camera for me? You could hold up your painting in front. Oh, spin around your camera. That works too. Let me see. Oh, you made stripes on yours. You did yours unique. How fun are you? Unique. That is fun. And she's a girl. You made yours a girl. We should give these names. Who else wants to show theirs? Only when you're done and you're comfortable, right? You want to show yours? I think teacher can take pictures too. I don't know how to do that. Little screen grab of your guys' pictures. Do you guys want to try to do a group picture? Everybody hold up your painting at the same time and somebody take a screen grab. Let's all show ours. And then half face, half painting. Try to be adorable. Like that.
Are we going to volunteer to take the picture?
Do you guys know how to screen grab?
You mean like just a screenshot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Edgar, where's Edgar?
Invalid.
Everybody look up because you're the only one not looking. Look. Yay. There's Edgar. I see you. Look how cute we are. We are adorable. Good job. Can you send that to me? Because I don't have one like that. That came out so good, you guys. Yay. Good job.